Welcome back, everyone. I am Zadie, and this is Kerbal Space Program. And today, we're going to try to right the wrongs that we did last episode and actually try to put a satellite in the proper order of the moon. As you can see right there, there's our mission for today. Well, one of the missions for today. Actually, I think it's the only mission we're going to do today. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever one you like, we need to go back into the vehicle assembly bay and make a couple of tweaks. Also, make sure that it has the proper equipment attached to it. That would be really nice as well. Let's go ahead and load up our Sat Mark II. And yep, there it is. I see it right there, the big old yellow thing. The thing we were missing, the thing that caused us great harm in our last episode for being stupid for taking it off again for no reason. I have to keep saying that over and over again because I really need to push forward the fact that I did it for no reason because I'm an idiot. Anyways, everything looks to be pretty good with this. I'm going to back out real quick and check the, the research area, because I did do some updates for some of the mods, and I want to make sure that everything's there. And yeah, clearly there's been something that has been updated, so that's not showing in there anymore. So we're going ahead and select that, get all of our updates in there as well. It doesn't seem like there are any things that updated or got added that are already in the stuff that we've unlocked. I know that sometimes when you update your mods, you can get them in there and they'll show like they haven't been purchased, whereas the other stuff around it will. And it's usually like a little like the green circle that's around the stuff that you haven't bought. That'll be around it. So yeah, this is us going to launch our satellite going towards the moon. Yeah, see, my stuff's all over the place again. I'm gonna have to fix that. But for right now, let's go ahead and get this bad boy up in the air and get started towards the moon. The moon. I do like going to the moon. Yeah, and we're doing a lot of drones. We are gonna start slowly moving into manned Kerbal exploration. It's something that I want to do, but we still lack, I guess, certain little bit of technology that might make things a little bit easier. Some solid rocket boosters that are a little bit better than these, and other little things here and there, some engines and stuff. Just quality of life things, really, that might make things a little bit easier, like fairings, for instance. See how these doesn't have a fairing on it? That would make life easier. Could make launching these things a whole hell of a lot easier because they won't have that drag on them like they do now. And this thing is out of control. Yes, that's right, people. We're spinning around. See if we can't recover it real quick. Doesn't look like this is gonna happen. Yeah. See, this is why we need fairings. That way your stuff doesn't. Again, the satellite dish up top is like a huge air scoop, and it's just going to cause this thing to spin. I don't think I'm going to recover this one. As a matter of fact, I'm so confident I'm not going to recover it that I went ahead and just sped this up. I like you guys to see my failures. It shows that nobody's perfect in Kerbal Space. Well, okay, there's a few people that are perfect in Kerbal Space Program. I am not one of them. And I like you guys to see my failures because it teaches us a lesson. And the lesson is you need fairings. You need fairings. And I'm going to go and check and see if I have them after this crash landing and watch the probe go kaboom and splurge. That's it for that. All right, let us go and try this again. And this time we're just going to start out with the high speed. You guys have all seen me launch stuff from now, so from now on we're probably going to be speeding up a lot of things here and there. Especially launches and stuff, because I enjoy watching them. I'm sure you guys enjoy watching them too, but I'm sure they're probably getting a little bit old. But yeah, for this one, the reason I wanted to show it is because I did something a little different. I held on to the solid rocket boosters until we got higher up in the atmosphere where it was thinner, where it was less likely, it was a lot less likely for me to flip and rotate around. So yeah, that's the main reason for showing this. Also because I love watching rockets, and they went kaboom, but they didn't destroy anything, which is good. It's always nice to see explosions and no casualties from it at all. So yeah, we're just taking this thing into a standard orbit. Again, these are things I'm probably going to cut out in the future. But I enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. If you do, leave a like. I'm not begging or anything. Speaking of comments and likes and all that stuff, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Gigamoot. I hope I'm saying your name right. Gigamoot 11B and Farside Jake. You guys have by far been the ones who have commented the most on all my videos, and that is awesome. That is spectacularly awesome. You guys rock, and I like talking to you guys. And as a matter of fact, I've got something special for you guys coming up in episode 9 and episode 10, or somewhere around there. So it's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute because I recorded a lot. But yeah, you guys are going to get a special gift. I just wanted to say thank you again for your support and your comments. And you guys are great. I enjoy interacting with y'all. It's really cool. Right now, we're just getting to a standard orbit going into the moon. We're going to tweak it to where we're going to come in at the right angle here in a second. We focus view on there, and I'm going to try and get it as close as possible, or at least where it intersects. That is a weird word. Intersects. Where the orbit intersects the orbit we're going for, and again this time actually go in the right direction. That's another problem we had on the last one, was that we were not even facing the right direction, not even orbiting in the right direction. So you'll notice that probe is no longer in existence. Yeah, it got destroyed. It gone. I don't know if I showed that on camera or not. But I did destroy that probe. It's hard sometimes for me to keep up with what all I've done in the series. I know I've put out 6 episodes, and this is number 7. But yeah, hours of footage. There's a lot of stuff in there to edit and go through. So sometimes I forget if I included things or not. Again, we're just gonna try and do this all in one little fell swoop as much as we can, lining up the orbits as best we can. Excuse me, I burped. Yeah, so we're going to try and line them up all in one maneuver node, and basically just try and knock it out all at once instead of getting into orbit and then changing your plane and then trying to match up. I like to try and knock it all out at once. And you can see it's not going to cost us a lot of fuel or delta V to do this, so because we're so far out and the moon's gravity is so not as intense as Kerbin's gravity, so these maneuvers are not as hard to complete. You'll notice there that something happened, and that was I went behind the moon and couldn't connect with Kerbin, so we missed our maneuver node because I planned it behind the moon like a smart person always would, and since we got communications with satellites on, it was blocked by the moon, so we missed our maneuver node. Luckily, we were able to get into orbit, but now I'm going to sit here and try and plan a new maneuver node to try and get this thing locked down and get this mission done with. I really want to start sending probes to the moon's surface. That is a goal of mine that we're going to accomplish in episodes not too long from now, actually. Start landing stuff on the moon to try and get science from that. There's a lot of science to be had from just going to the moon and going to Minimus. We hadn't even gone to Minimus yet. Keep that in mind. We've only been really focusing on Kerbin and the moon, which is probably a mistake on my part. Minimus is not that hard to get to, and it's really not that hard to land on either. You don't even need landing legs on Minimus. Minimus's gravity is so small that, I mean, you can land gently with one of the satellite dishes that I've built that like even out here, just minus the part that's still attached to them. The second stage that got them here, the third stage, the satellite itself, those little engines are actually powerful enough to land on Minimus without taking any damage and take off and get back into orbit. So I really need to head to Minimus. I haven't done that yet. And I guess spoiler warning, I've recorded up to 10 episodes so far, and I haven't done it then either. So, you know what's going to happen the next couple episodes? We focusing on the moon, y'all. We going to the moon. Anyways, sorry. I went a little redneck there for a second. We going to the moon, y'all. Alright, let me shut up and let's try and do this. So, we've got that in orbit right now. I guess we're coming back here to see if we can't get any science, any new missions that we can grab while we're there. That one is get science from around the moon, easy to do, and that is science from the surface of the moon, which we'll be able to do when we make a lander, which we have lander legs, and we could definitely make a lander probe very easily. We already got that mission. And just kind of checking these out. I love the mission sorter that I've got, this mod. But I really don't know what the mod's name is, but it's awesome. Probably going to do all of these. Satellites are A, easy money, and B, easy to do, because they're usually around Kerbin or they're around the moon, which we can get to and from very easily. I'm probably never going to... Oh, wait, those are ScanSats. We have ScanSat installed. We should do those. That way we can actually start getting some biomes and stuff on Kerbin and on the moon. I probably need to send a Kerbin up into orbit and just go around to all the different biomes in like a semi-polar orbit and just do the EVA scans up there and get all the science from around Kerbin. I hadn't even done that yet. It's really not a bad way to build up some science. It's not a lot of science, but it's something you should do. It's something I should have done already that I haven't done. But I never claimed to be the best at this game. If you want to see the best in this game, go check out Scott Manley. That dude knows what he's fucking doing. I don't. Anyways, that being said, let's go ahead and pick up these satellite missions. They're easy to do, easy money. Might as well pick them up. We can afford to pick them up. Get a little cash, a little cash on hand. Let's go ahead and check back with... Oh, there they are. Yeah. So those are the two satellites the orbits that we just picked up from missions. And I don't know why I'm zooming all the way out, but I am. Yeah, so those are easy to do. And this is our little mission on the moon. So back to the moon we go, and our little satellite out there. We did pick up a mission where we need to get science back from the moon, which even though we're not actually getting anything again. We've done this before. It still counts towards the mission itself. Or not mission, contract, actually. But that being said, we're done with that. We need to go ahead. We want to land on the moon. So we're going to go ahead and set up our lander and redesign our current probe to pretty much become a lander. There's not a whole lot of modifications we need to do to this. Basically just add landing legs, move some stuff around. We took that relay dish off of there because we don't need it. Move the solar panels up more so that way they'll be able to face the sun a little bit better. And again, just a little housekeeping stuff by moving some of the science things away or out of the way, basically, where they're not underneath the legs. They can stay there if they, if you really want to, but I'm a little anal and OCD when it comes to stuff like that. We're gonna go ahead and name this Moonsat Mark 1. I know, fancy names and all. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like down in the bottom section, and also leave comments down. Leave a like down at the bottom. Leave a like and leave comments down in the comments section. I'm fucking retarded tonight. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time for more Kerbal Space Program.